Hello everyone, this is Jane Nakimuli from the design team, Int'l group of companies. Today we are going to specifically look at a 100-goat structure. Which acreage does it cover? What do we consider to come up with such a thing? Which area does it cover? What are the requirements you have to have in your 100-goat structure?
It's good, commendable work. I had never seen one of a kind. So whoever wants, please, these are the right people.
Like I said, we are going to look at very many things in a 100-goat structure. First of all, we have this. You can have a look at it. This is the drinking area where goats can come. You can see the space is big. This is where the goats will be moving around and staying. They can come and drink from the same point. The other thing we have, they are the feeders. They are also here. We have these partitions to help each goat get through the feeder without any problems and not sleeping in them like these young kids. You can see it can be a big area. It's easy for them to enter the feeders and sleep there. But these partitions can help you for them not to enter. Another thing we have is this mesh. The mesh can help you. As you know, goats need air circulation. Like you can leave an open space, but we recommend you to put a mesh for them not to fall down and air can easily circulate within the structure. The other thing we have are the partition within the structure, and specific numbers of goats have different partitions. As we told you, this is a 100-goat structure, so we have a partition specifically for kids here, like you can see. This is the kids partition. This is the general flock area, and there is where expecting mothers can be. We separate these things to help you in sorting out expecting mothers. They are fragile, I can say. Kids are fragile. These partitions help you because the general flock can contain the back. Like you know, backs, they are very stubborn, and expecting mothers are fragile and the kids are fragile too. You separate them in that they can live safely to avoid things of like miscarriage and so on. My colleague here, allow me invite him.
Thank you very much, Madam Jane, and I really appreciate the work that you usually design. Guys, these are some of the people that we work with, most especially when it comes to design, because we are fighting this thing of making a suitable design but not looking at the high-end expenses. We want to make sure that we produce affordable designs that everyone can really do. You can look at this beauty of the structure. She has tried to explain each and everything that in this structure, the way the timber is aligned properly. Of course, I cannot repeat her words, but I'm very sure you guys, you are impressed with the work. Goats like aeration. That is why our structures, most of our designs are really well aerated. But it is different with the kids. These kids at night, the wind is always very much, and it can bring in diseases such as pneumonia and other cold related diseases. Already even the goats are already here. That's why you're seeing the mineral blocks that they try to put for them to link each and everything. We need fresh water. This water has to be very fresh such that these goats, whenever they come back from the field, they can drink fresh water. If the water is there, the feeds are there. Currently they have stocked few goats because of the pilot study, but they will be stocking more, and you will be seeing when these feeders are really filled up with the feeds. Let me ask my designer here some of the questions, and she can elaborate for us. I know that many people out there might be wondering some of the things. Why is the roof at that angle? Why is the alignment of the timber in this way? If someone want to put other layers of timbers exceeding this level, is it advisable? And if yes, what measures should someone take without compromising the functionality? So I know you people, our weather is really different. That is why we say if you buy such a design and you want to implement it in your country, what are the considerations that we are supposed to look at such that the functionality of the design is not compromised? Let us start from the floor. How is it like that?
Why we align this timber like this, we leave a specific dimension of spaces so that these droppings for the goats can go through and fall down for easy cleaning, and down there manure can easily be collected.
Okay. And also I asked you that if we are using this timber as our direct barrier of the wind, can someone out there really increase the level of these barriers?
As a designer, personally, I wouldn't recommend you going beyond this level. But if you insist all your areas are too cold, you can add 2 pieces of timber above here. Or you can make use of these taplings. You can put them around the house. Like, let's say it's too windy in your area. During sunny days, you fold them up, and rainy days, you drop them.
Oh, that's very impressive, and I believe many of our viewers there, they have really understood that. Guys, I have noticed something here. Are you looking at this grass that is inside here? There's already a kid here. It is sleeping gently. Are you looking at it? This is the comfort that I always talk about. These guys really need a lot of comfort. That's why we put this grass. They don't sleep directly on the timber, because this timber, it might not affect them so much, but I believe in development and health of these goats, they really need comfortable environments. That is why we normally put these amenities whenever we want to put something. So, Madam Jane, please can you take us down? At least now we are very well conversant with the interior way. So you can explain to us some of the external things that someone who needs to put up such a structure, the functionality of this structure. You're standing there and the roof is moving from up there, stops here. Another part of the building, I'm seeing that the roof stops in the middle.
The reason is, when designing these structures, we consider a lot of things. Firstly, we consider comfortability, like you saw initially. We consider safety. So this reason for this is safety. When it rains, these things tend to be slippery, both for the people taking care of the goats and the goats themselves. So to avoid the slippery area, you include this roof so that when it rains, it doesn't fall direct to the ramp here.
Oh, and maybe another compliment on that is, since we are using wood, it normally rot when there is a lot of water contact. We also elongate this roof you're seeing here to also protect these poles from direct rain that might fall on it. So I think we can continue with the external area of this structure. Madam Jane, I'm seeing that you cleared the pre area of this structure and every grass was removed. That is very good. In our recent videos, I really told you why we remove all the grass from the prey area. Madam Jane, you can talk about the feeders. Why are they like that? Why is the prey area like that?
Outside, there are a lot of characteristics. Like you can see, we have this drinker here. We have the feeders, like you can see. We have the mesh around. Like I told you, this is zero grazing. Firstly, we have this outside feeder. You can see it has the shade to help in case of rain, like my colleague said. We have the mesh outside. This is gazetted around the whole exercising area to help goats not to move around, like to escape outside of the area. We have these things here all around the exercising yard. They protect the mesh in cases of, goats, they can tend to scratch themselves. So these things help them out. Another thing we have are these hills here. Goats are specifically playful creatures, so they need an area for them to play. We have the spraying crash where you can enclose everything here, then you can spread them easily. Another thing about the structure itself that we didn't show and allocate, it is this downer part. Our structures are always raised. It's on a reasonable height. You look at the flooring here. It is concrete. We put concrete for easy cleaning, like I told you, and having clean manure.
So what do you talk about the height? Why do you elevate it this far? Because for me here, this side, I stand.
The reason for elevating them like this is to enable the person cleaning down here do it easily and with comfort.
Guys, I talked about that. Look at the manure that they usually sweep from this structure. Are you looking at it here? It is concentrated. It is not mixed with soil like the way she has told you. So guys, these are the designs that I usually recommend for you. If you buy such a design and you implement like this, I believe you would have started a journey of proper and modern farming, though using affordable materials. The entire project is seated on 60 by 50 feet and costed only 18 million Ugandan shillings. Someone might construct something like this and ends up spending like 30 million Ugandan shillings. Guys, if you've been really watching till this far and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And as well, you can share these videos because I believe there are a lot of people there who really would love to see such information. I told you that we are preparing for you an online course whereby we shall be sharing each and every aspect in goat farming. We shall handle the nutritional part, the housing part, the breeding part. When you really follow that online course, you will be in position to also mentor each and every person that is in your area. So guys, just keep posted. We shall be telling you when it's going to really get started.
Thank you everyone for watching. I remain Jane Nakimuli, part of the design team, Int'l group of companies.
So we should expect a lot of work this year.
You should expect more coming in as the year goes on. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.